Well, how's everybody doing? Working on the manure pump. I had sent this off about a month ago. I wanted a guy to go through everything in it, and he replaced that bottom pan in there, and I had a pipe up there that needed replaced. But yeah, this deflector, this piece here, was supposed to it goes one way, it'll fill, it runs to the fill pipe, and we flip it the other way, it runs to agitate the pit. This tube here was basically junk. Guy never got around. He didn't have any time to work on the damn thing as it was, so he didn't think it looked that bad, but it was that bad. So so yeah, that sits on a square shaft, and that was getting to where it was just kind of flexing in there, so it wasn't when I tried using it, granted it was getting bad, but you know, in the last few loads we were pumping, I couldn't, it would agitate pretty good, but it wouldn't fill very good. So yeah, we tore into this. This just goes in the side of the pump here, trying to stay out of the wind a little bit. But yeah, anyways, got a new piece of square pipe here. That's off of it's actually part of a marker arm off a old junk corn planter, but it was a little loose, so put a couple of pieces of flat steel on both sides here, and now that fits really nice and snug. And yeah, we think we got the right angle of the dangle there. So yeah, I'm gonna finish welding this up, and I gotta probably replace some steel on the side of that box where this goes into, and there's some pipes that stick down in there a little bit. They're kind of rotted, so that flapper ain't meeting up with it and sealing right. So I'm probably going to cut those off flush, and then probably have to buy a piece of pipe somewhere and cut that down and weld it in there. I'll hopefully show you that on a day it's not quite so windy. We did get the oats and peas in. I didn't get any video of that because it was another windy day. Seems like it's all it's done is the freaking wind blowing. So yeah, anyways, yeah, oats and peas are actually, they're not quite out of the ground yet, but they're coming. We hauled a lot of the pit, but yeah, it was slow going. That damn thing just wouldn't pump. Couldn't get enough flow. So yeah, we're gonna finish buzzing this on here, and yeah, see if we can get this thing figured out and see what else we get into. And there we go. So there's a hydraulic cylinder goes onto this, and that flops that around. And here's what the inside of this looks like. So that pin for the pivot goes through here. But yeah, this stuff actually, you know, sticks down. Longest I can see is about 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, it's not getting up there and sealing between that and that, you know, that square shaft being rotted away, and then this being pretty rotten. So yeah, I think we'll just cut this off, put a ring on here so that flipper has a thing to meet up against. There's too much going one way or the other, and it had been mostly going that way. So but yeah, it's getting a little thin over there. I should put a plate in the back side of this, and maybe a piece over here and here. I'd hate to know what that costs new. I haven't seen what that costs new yet, and I'm sure I really don't want to know what that was. Alright, well, I got everything cut out of there and ground down. So yeah, plan is to set these in place, something like that. Weld them in here and over here, and that way when this diverter flips, should meet up with everything. Seal off the fill, or seal off the agitate. Should. We'll find out. Alright, it'll fit in there something like that, and then yeah, I'll cut another little strip to get up above here. I'll take care of that side. And I need a little strip to go through here where it's a little worn. Pretty solid up through here. I might put a piece up here. And yeah, the other side of the box here is real good. So yeah, get those covered up and we should be in pretty good shape, I think. Alright, so I just make sure, because it was broke away pretty good down here, so I put a jack in here just to make sure it wasn't sinking down too much. And cut a piece of metal for here, just kind of sitting there. And I cut a plate for in here. I'll go through and I'll knock this slag off. Yeah, that should cover me up top here pretty good. Everything else is pretty solid. I'll weld this plate in on the bottom. We should be in pretty good shape. Then we'll yeah, I'll weld those rings on the inside. Then we'll put the flapper in. Granted, I'm running out of time for that for today, but see if we can get it done tomorrow. Alright, well, it's the next day. Had to haul a load out of my barn cleaner pit. And we need to take it up over the hill here. One of those fields I rent. I put some winter triticale in there, and it just didn't take off. I don't know, it's real spotty out there. I don't know what happened. It's almost like it kind of got winter killed out. When I sowed that down last fall, it was really dry and it sat in the ground forever before it came up, but it did end up coming up. But yeah, it just didn't make it over the winter. So I'll show you guys that when we get up there. You can see down here along the trees, grew pretty good, but get up that hill here, and it's just not coming. You can kind of see the rows where it grew last fall. But yeah, it should all look like that green spot up there. But yep, I don't know what happened. Triticale is supposed to be kind of close to, you know, just a hybrid of rye basically. Your rye, you can throw it on cement and spit on it, and it'll grow. But so yeah, I was very disappointed, but I guess we'll know for next year. We'll just stick with growing rye. So, but yeah, I got my got some soil samples done finally. Got those back yesterday, and this piece did come back kind of on the, I wouldn't say it's poor, but it's not where it should be. So we'll pound the manure to it and see if we can get things where we want it. So, anyways, we'll check back a little later and start working on the pump again. Alright, well, I had to cut this old truck topper here. I had to put up. I swear there was hardly any wind at all. The second I started welding, the way she blows. Could back it in the shed here, but I really don't want to start the 806 just for that. So this should work. Keep the wind from blowing my gas away. Alright, there's the rings on. So yeah, now we'll just one more plate to put on here and we'll slap her back together. Alright, got this plate mounted on, got my cover ready to go, and yeah, looks like we should be in good shape. My light's falling out. There it goes. You get the idea. Should work. Well, the oats are all coming now. Weather's finally warming a little. Well, the hay's coming decent. There's the rest of the, or some of the winter rye. That's all growing like it's supposed to. Just need a little more warm temperatures. Actually surprised the hay's doing as good as it is. Alright, we're back here in the freestall shed. I'll show you guys this project quick. I'm gonna put a brush in for the cows, one on each end of the shed. We got it set up in the cross alley here. Yeah, I didn't know. Wouldn't work well out there. It's likely to get hit with the skid loader. But yeah, I don't know. We lagged it in. I scabbed a couple of more boards on the side here. We had some pieces left over when they cut the tops off the poles when we built the shed, so I just screwed that in, lagged everything in. My original thought was to make some brackets and weld it right to that mount and then bolt in through the side, but I don't know, it's pretty sturdy. It's got 12 half-inch lags in it, so I guess if they break it off we'll have to come up with a different idea, but I'm pretty confident in it, so we'll see how they like it. Alright, yeah, pretty simple. Keep her greased up good. Got a couple of bushings in there. About the only difficult thing was figuring out the pattern of these. Makes a little honeycomb, so I think you put first two on the same way, then flip every other one around till you get to the bottom, then put them on the same way. Something like that. My wife put them together. I opened up the box and seen all the parts and said I gotta go haul a couple loads of shit, so she figured it out while I was busy. Yeah, so looks like they're curious. Like a good face scratcher so far. Alright, well, it's Easter Sunday. To the potheads, it's 4:20, man. But anyways, yeah, pump's ready to roll. It's raining. Yeah, put some LEDs in the old Comfort King there. One of those last rainy days. Been trying to keep busy. Not that that's hard. Yeah, really be farming now. Buddy of mine and his boy came over a couple weekends ago and put some tin on the roof of the chopper box we bought. Yeah, I had a chain off over there. Fix that. I fixed this. This was all mangled. I had to cut a piece of steel and weld it in. And this here is pretty mangled up, so I took this off and straightened it. I should get some red paint put on there. But yeah, projects are never ending. But making progress. So you got a few rainy days coming up, and hopefully we'll be back out in the field again. So yeah, I guess we'll call this one good enough. Yeah, we'll see what the next few days bring. It's supposed to be kind of soggy for a while, so I'll keep working on projects, and yeah, hopefully by the time I check back again, we'll be back out in the fields getting ready to plant corn. So yeah, till then, hope everybody had a good Easter, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you right later.